When you hear the phrase bleak nostalgia, what do you think of? Liminal spaces, analog horror, haunted PS1? Well, you may have already seen, or perhaps felt, bleak nostalgia without even knowing it.
The entire field of bite mark evidence, when was it first?
Just trampling and eating everything they see.
The whole world needs...
There are memories that don't feel like memories. Places you've never been, but somehow remember. Sounds that echo from another time, yet you can't recall where you've heard them. A feeling, something between unease and familiarity. This is bleak nostalgia, a term for something you've likely felt, but never had a name for. A strange, creeping sensation that unsettles you, but also pulls you in. It hides in liminal spaces, in forgotten television broadcasts, in low-resolution video games, in the quiet voids of lost media and urban legends. But why? What is this feeling? And why do we seek it out? There's a paradox in fear. We don't just run from it, we embrace it, especially when it's wrapped in nostalgia. The mind clings to unfinished memories, half-remembered dreams, fleeting fragments of childhood that feel wrong. Perhaps you recall an old video game that felt eerily empty, a children's show that had a moment of unexpected darkness, a commercial that seemed harmless at the time, but looking back, something about it was off. It lingers, a quiet, familiar unease, a space between comfort and fear. This phenomenon isn't new. In fact, we've been living in it for decades. It began with childhood fears, the eerie hallways of your school when the lights were off, the vacant, flickering corridors of a hospital at night, the vast silence of an empty mall after closing hours. Spaces that are meant to be full, but aren't. Then came the internet. Early online horror, the birth of creepypastas, unsettling forum stories, tales of haunted video games and forgotten television broadcasts. Ben Drowned, Candle Cove, The Backrooms. Digital ghosts, lost between pixels and memory. Liminal spaces, the empty, the in-between. Places where something should be happening but isn't. A vacant airport terminal at 3 a.m., an abandoned shopping mall, a hotel hallway that seems to stretch forever. Spaces designed for people, yet eerily devoid of life. Analog horror, the fear of forgotten broadcasts. An old VHS tape, its footage distorted by time. A news broadcast that suddenly glitches, revealing something that shouldn't be there. Analog horror like Local 58 and the Mandela Catalog. taps into our fear of corrupted media, of technology, turning against us. Haunted PS1 low-poly horror, the uncanny digital past. There's something unnatural about early 3D graphics. Blocky character models, stiff animations, empty environments. Games like Petscop or No Players Online prey on the eerie loneliness of old technology, creating unsettling experiences out of nostalgia itself. Lost media and creepypastas, stories that shouldn't exist. A cartoon episode that aired once and was never seen again. A radio broadcast that cut to something wrong. The concept of lost media and internet urban legends creates a peculiar dread, the fear that something is missing, hidden, erased from reality itself. Megalophobia and vast, empty spaces, the fear of the unfathomable. Some fears are tied not to what is seen, but what isn't. The terror of the vast, the overwhelming. Megalophobia, the fear of the large, unknowable spaces, plays into bleak nostalgia by making us feel small, insignificant, adrift in something too vast to comprehend. So why do we enjoy this? Why does something eerie also feel comforting? The uncanny valley theory suggests that when something is almost human, but not quite, it triggers discomfort. But there's another factor: liminality. Our minds are drawn to unfinished spaces, half-remembered dreams, unresolved memories. Nostalgia mixed with discomfort is strangely intoxicating. And there's control. Unlike real fear, bleak nostalgia allows us to explore horror safely, to step into the void and step back out. Perhaps we're all just looking for a feeling we can't explain, a whisper from the past that still lingers in the dark corners of our minds. Maybe you've felt it before. A memory that wasn't quite real. A place you've never been but somehow remember. A piece of lost media that lingers at the edge of your mind. This is bleak nostalgia. Have you seen it?